Hello, welcome to the vlog. Hello, Piper. In this week's vlog, it's going to be a little mix of everything, really. Going to have lots of lovely slow living moments in the tiny house. Also, a little bit of a chat about my health, being a woman over 50. Yeah, it's definitely the time now where I'm really thinking about investing more into my own health and well-being. And this weekend it's my husband's birthday, so we're going to be celebrating his birthday as well during this vlog. Got a lovely evening booked at a local restaurant called Nuzza, which serves the most amazing pasta. So yeah, I'll bring you along for that. So being over 50, there are some wonderful parts to that. So for us, myself and Nick, our children have left home now and they're busy living their lives, which is wonderful. Which means myself and Nick were sort of dating again, which is lovely. But also we do miss our children very much. I've noticed for myself, my body's changing. I'm getting more aches and pains. Your metabolism slows down. Your hormones are all over the place. So your mood might be all over the place. Sleep disturbances. So that's something that I suffer with. So I'll only like sleep in like 2 or 3 hour blocks and then I'm up for a couple of hours. So it's very disrupted. My weight's increased even though I'm eating the same. And again, that's due to those hormonal changes, but other medication that I'm on, because the hormonal changes have meant that I now have a condition called trigeminal nerve pain, which is very painful condition, and the medication that I'm on to treat that, it sort of, one of the side effects is weight gain. So yeah, there's lots of challenges. I've just wrote some notes on here just to make sure I don't leave anything out. Also for myself, one of the most amazing things about this age now is that I've found a new career that I never dreamed of, and that's being a swimming teacher. I never ever thought that I would be a swimming teacher, but yeah, I did the training and I love it, and it's given me a new zest for life. For me, I want to keep as healthy as I can so I can continue to do this role for quite a few more years. So I've also got an operation coming up for my trigeminal nerve pain. So I've sort of got the motivation to make some changes in my life. So I went to my GP wanting to start a weight management plan to lose maybe 10 to 15 kilos. But I explained what my current diet is like and how I'm finding it really difficult to lose weight. And I talked about maybe going on a very low calorie diet, like shakes. And after having a consult with my GP, I had my bloods taken and they checked my thyroid and my blood sugar. So it was a fasting blood test, and they just did a full test on my bloods, and just to make sure that I was healthy. And they also made sure that my liver was functioning properly, because I'd previously had a medication that I was allergic to, and it had sort of made my liver not very happy. So everything was checked, and in discussion with my GP, I've decided to go on the GLP-1 injections. So last week I started with Wegovy, which is a type of GLP-1. I've done a lot of research. I've talked to my GP, and yeah, we've got a plan that I'm going to try and lose this weight before my operation, and I'll be going in every month for weigh-ins as well. So yeah, so I just want to be open and honest about that, because if you're someone my age and you sort of think, I want to lose weight, I want to get a little bit healthier, maybe you might want to join me in the journey, or maybe my story might be of interest to you, and yeah, you can see how I go. I'm going to make some leek and cheese egg muffins. It's like a crustless quiche, but they're a high protein snack, healthy snack, so hopefully going to support my health journey. So at the moment I've just got one leek that I've cut up, given it a really good wash, and I'm just slowly cooking it now, sauteing to sort of sweat it down in a little bit of olive oil. So for this recipe, just use whatever vegetable you want. So things like broccoli, red pepper would be nice. As I say, I'm using leeks. You could put anything in, peas, a little bit of asparagus. You could have meat like ham, chopped ham. So yeah, just decide whatever flavour you want, and it's about 60 grams of that sort of flavour that you're putting in. Then it's 6 eggs, 125 grams of flour. So I've done half of self-raising flour, so it gives a little bit of a lift, and then half of buckwheat flour. You need salt and pepper. I'm going to use some parmesan, a little bit of parmesan. Yeah, and that's it really. I'm going to bake these in the Weber barbecue. It's the first time I've made them, so hopefully they will work. And then if they do, they're going to be a delicious snack. So I'm going to get on with these now, and I'll let you see what they turn out like at the end. So this recipe is from Josie Irons, a YouTube vlogger that I watch in the Cotswolds. Josie did a broccoli version of this. As I say, I'm doing a leek version. And Josie added garlic granules to the recipe, but I'm not a lover of garlic granules, so a little bit of flavour, I thought I'd use the bone broth. So I'm just going to add a little teaspoon of that to the leeks now. I think that will flavour them nice. So to make the Weber into an oven, you have to use these convection trays. So you just put a foil tray at the bottom, and it supposedly makes it more like an oven. And I've just got it heating up on the lowest setting, because I'd rather do low and slow than burn them on the Weber. So yeah, all right, time to mix all the ingredients together. see if it's worked. I've managed to keep the temperature pretty consistent at 160, so let's have a look. Oh my god, they look great! I wasn't sure if it would work in the barbecue. They feel pretty good, so give them a little bit of a slide. Oh, are they a bit sticky still? Oh, look, it's clear. They just want to come out. Yeah, they are done. Hello, Millie. She's always my little shadow, aren't you, darling? So I took the muffins out of the barbecue after 12 minutes and they look perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so pleased with them. I wasn't sure it'd work, but it has. You can bake in a barbecue. Alright, I'll let them cool off and then I'll do a taste test. Well, I just had one of those muffins and they were beautiful. Oh, I'd even put more leek in, I think, or even another vegetable. So nice. They were really lovely. So I'm going to be making those again, definitely.